This is the fashionable citizen network. Have you ever pondered the intricacies of the 16th Amendment to the United States Constitution? Specifically, have you ever wondered about the exemptions that exist within its framework? Well, buckle up for an enlightening journey into the world of tax law. The 16th Amendment, ratified in 1913, gave Congress the power to levy income taxes without apportionment among the states. However, it wasn't a blanket rule. Certain exemptions were put in place, and understanding these exemptions requires a dive into the order of their establishment. The first exemption established was for interest on state and local bonds. This came about during the early years of the amendment's enforcement. The Supreme Court in the Pollock Farmers Loan and Trust Co. case of 1895 ruled that interest on state and local bonds was exempt from federal income tax. This exemption still stands today, providing a significant tax advantage for investors in these types of bonds. Secondly, we have the exemption for foreign earned income. In the mid-20th century, the United States government established an exemption for income earned by U.S. citizens living abroad. The purpose of this exemption was to prevent double taxation of income, thus encouraging American citizens to work and invest overseas. The third exemption came to light in the form of gifts and inheritances. The Revenue Act of 1924 established that gifts and inheritances were not considered income and thus were not subject to federal income tax. This exemption has been modified over the years, but still remains a key part of the tax code. Now let's summarize the key points about these exemptions and their violations. The exemption on state and local bonds encourages investment into these bonds by offering tax benefits, but using this exemption for tax evasion purposes is a violation. The IRS scrutinizes suspicious activity, and penalties can include hefty fines and potential jail time. The foreign earned income exemption is a boon for U.S. citizens working overseas, but it's not a free ride. Income must be legitimately earned, and failure to report foreign income can result in substantial penalties. Lastly, the exemption for gifts and inheritances doesn't mean that all transfers of wealth are tax-free. There are specific rules and limits, and evasion or misrepresentation can lead to severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. In conclusion, the 16th Amendment and its exemptions form an intricate part of the U.S. tax law. Understanding them not only provides a fascinating insight into the workings of the tax system, but also helps in ensuring compliance and avoiding potential pitfalls. Remember, when it comes to taxes, knowledge is power.